everyone, Bianca here. Let's get real, talk cosmetics. So today's topic is going to be the non-invasive body contouring. I touched on laser hair reduction last time, and today we're going to be targeting a little bit more of a complex topic. So how this works is it's non-invasive, which means no one's cutting you, no one's picking you, nothing. There should be no downtime. In saying that, there's so many devices out there that you start to wonder what should you do and where should you go. Today we're going to talk about 3 of the devices I own, which is for fat reduction, skin tightening, and cellulite reduction. In saying that, not everybody's a candidate, and I will help explain some of that, and I will also be sharing some photos throughout the episode here. So let's talk about fat reductions first. How this works is with my system, which is the Vanquish Me. It is done by BTL Medicals, and they are FDA cleared, Health Canada cleared, and CSA cleared as well. So everything's been approved. It is safe. It's non-contact, and it is the largest non-contact device out there. So it actually covers the most area for your fat reduction needs. So in saying that, I have a picture here. This is the device. That whole device actually goes over your abdomen and your flanks. And what we're doing is we're heating up the fat cells and we're causing them to go into apoptosis, which is essentially we're killing the fat cells and we're doing that cellular damage. With a little bit of that cellular damage, we're doing it to the collagen fibers as well, which can end up with some skin tightening with the Vanquish, but we don't really target that because it is mainly strictly fat reduction. So you can expect about a 2-inch fat loss within that circumferential area. Not everybody's the same. Everyone is different. I do require consultations, and everybody should. So when you're looking into fat reduction non-invasively, you should definitely get a consult because some people might need surgical. So whether that's liposuction, tummy tuck, extended tummy tucks, and I'm going to get into that in a couple minutes. But this is for people who live a relatively healthy lifestyle and have a little bit of stubborn fat. So in saying that, it's not for people who have a significant amount of fat. If their BMIs are over 30, it's probably not going to work very well for you. So, because it's going to be minimal and you're paying a lot of money. I mean, my services for the Vanquish is $2,500 for 4 treatments. That's a pretty penny, and that's pretty much standard across the board. If you run into Toronto market, you're looking at about $5,000 minimal for this treatment package. So let's talk about who's a candidate and who's not a candidate. I mentioned BMI earlier. People, if you have skin, and I'm talking a lot of skin from bearing children or losing a significant amount of weight, you're going to have to go for a tummy tuck. And I'm really, really sorry, and I know it's the bad news because it's so invasive. There's a lot of downtime, and it's very expensive. Now, me personally, I own these devices. I used them for a while. I saw a difference, but I was a candidate for a tummy tuck after having 2 children. So I went ahead and had one. The downtime with a tummy tuck is about 5 weeks. You will not be able to use your abs. You are cut hip to hip. They sew your abdominal wall back together because most of the time when you have children, your abdominal wall actually tears. So that happened to me. It is what it is. For people who have that, I don't take you on as a client. It's not going to be worth it. It's going to be a waste of your money. And I'm not here, and I'm not in the business of ripping people off, making people upset. I'm going to be very blunt with you. So I do have some recommendations for plastic surgeons because this is not for you. Now, if you work out, you drink a lot of water, you eat relatively healthy, and you have a little bit of stubborn fat, and I'm talking like fluff. I like to call it fluff. You're a great candidate because you don't have to alter your lifestyle at all. This is what this is for. This whole market is kind of misleading because they advertise these wonderful photos of before and afters, and you think, wow, that looks amazing. I want that. But the thing is, it's a very different person than who you are, and most likely it's a different body type than yours. And if it's similar, then you could probably get an idea as to what to expect. But some of the devices that are out there are shammy, and if it's too good to be true, it is. If you don't feel anything, it's too good to be true. If there's no heat, no extreme cold, because at the end of the day, it takes extreme temperatures for a period of time. And I think I might have touched on this on the last episode or the episode before. But basically, when we're talking science, extreme temperatures for a period of time, that's how you cause cellular damage to your fat cells. So if you feel nothing, it's likely that it's doing nothing. So what I want out of my clients is that you're uncomfortable. You should be hot. You should be sweating. but you're not in pain. You're very uncomfortable. So I'm pretty much in the room the whole time. If I step away, it's for a moment, but I don't like to because I'm monitoring your reactions. I'm monitoring the temperature of your skin, so I can lift the machine throughout the 15-minute intervals, and I can see how hot you are. I can measure the heat of your skin. So it's a pretty easy process. Most people love it. I always ask what kind of genre of music you like, and then we kind of play it, we chit chat, and you melt some fat away. But there are a lot of devices out there that don't do that. You literally lay there, you have no idea what's happening because you don't feel anything. And I've had a lot of people come in and they say, oh, I'm really skeptical, and there's many devices that work. And I can give you many examples. I will post some pictures as well, listing the list of devices that have wonderful results. It's just different method of fat reduction. So cool sculpting, for example, is extreme cold. So what they do is they suction about, I'd say about this much of the area. Okay, so it's not huge, but it's a good amount. And what they're doing is they're freezing the fat cells. So I've had clients who've had some bruising. The downfall of cool sculpting, it is a great device. It's been on the market for a long time and it's been very, very successful. But again, not everybody's a candidate. And there could be a little bit of nerve damage because of the way that the treatment's performed. So depending on the clinic, they have to make sure that they're doing it properly. Otherwise, there could be some long-term effects. The other thing is too, rippling. If they don't measure up perfectly, if you're doing multiple areas, you could be left with ripples, which not everybody wants because you're in there to improve the way you look, not make it worse. But aside from that, which everybody should know what the downsides are and what the risks are, it's pretty good. So I've had some really good feedback. Some people who had it done, who had bad or negative feedback, they just weren't the proper clients for it. So again, I would say fault on the clinic's aspect for accepting a client that probably shouldn't have been coming through the doors and getting this treatment, but it's okay. We all make mistakes. It is what it is. The other machine that I have is what's called the Excelus Elite. That is for skin tightening as well as fat reduction on localized area. So when you're talking skin tightening, it works very similar to the fat reduction, extreme temperature, period of time, cellular damage to your collagen fibers. It's a pretty easygoing process, but it takes time. So if you think it's an overnight fix, you're wrong. If somebody says that it can tighten your skin within a week, they're lying because this takes 6 weeks before you start seeing the end result after you're done your last treatment. So you can imagine how much time you're investing with these people, whether it's with me or anywhere else who do similar treatments. It takes 6 weeks. So I don't get your after pictures till the 6th week after your last treatment. That's a long time, and sometimes you need up to 6 treatments. So it's a process, but again, you're looking at non-invasive. It takes time. If you want an overnight fix, go get your filler, go get your Botox, go get a facelift, go get a tummy tuck. That's where you're gonna get your overnight great results where you're instantly satisfied. If you're not open to that, that's when I'm open to having you as a client, because if you don't want to get cut and put under, that's understandable. Not everybody likes that. Some people are petrified of needles. Luckily, there's no needles involved here. So I really wanted to touch on that because it's misleading. A lot of people are misled with this industry, and I'm just trying to open up the those back doors basically and just show you what this is really about. So what we do is it's like we massage the area. So we've got radio frequency, we've got extreme heat. We do protect the skin by putting some oils on there because we want to be able to glide. We don't want to hold it in a spot because that's how we burn you. It does happen where burns it can happen. So our job is to protect you. I actually don't have a picture of it. So basically, if you can if you can picture me holding a handheld device, it's got the monopolar, which means it's got one magnet basically, or one radio frequency little ball of heat. I'm massaging the area. That's it. It tells me what your temperature is as I'm doing the treatment. It's nice and easy. And there's very little downtime. With the Excelus, you're really, really red. So for example, when I treat a face, it looks like you went for a massive run, not for anything else in that. So when you work out, you get really red and sweaty. That's what you look like. So it's not that bad. Most people go back to work or they can reapply their makeup and call it a day. So for body parts, you're just red. That's it. It goes away within a day. Maybe a day and a half, but that's really sensitive skin. I've never really had that, but it's awesome. So I did do it. prior to my tummy tuck. I saw a bit of a change. Again, I will be sharing these photos with you. But at the end of the day, it's what do you want? So my first question is, what do you want from me and what do you expect from me? If they say I want my flat tummy back, go get a tummy tuck. If they say I just want to see some changes and see some improvements, wonderful. That's what we can do. Keyword, improvements. So this is a great route for people who may be thinking about having more children in the future, don't want to go spend $12,000 on a tummy tuck or more, depending on where you go. This is what we're talking about. It's about $1,200 to $1,500, depending on the package that you're getting. So the other topic we're going to be touching on is cellulite. Cellulite is almost impossible to treat to perfection. We cannot get rid of it, but we can improve it. Again, the key word is improvements, and everything that we do, non-invasive improvements. So what we're doing is we're just breaking down the pockets of fat. And if you can picture, and I'm speaking really in English terms here, like a jackhammer, like a handheld jackhammer, that's basically what it is. I call it the thumper as a joke, but we're just breaking down the pockets of fat and we're just massaging the tissue. So I like to use it post-Exilus and post-Vanquish because I find that it just really enhances, because it draws the blood up and it enhances the end result. It's not painful. There's no cold. There's no heat. It's really just like a weird vibrating massage that you get in the area that you're getting treated. Of course, I can't do it to your face and your neck, but I can do it to your thighs, your tummy, your flanks. I don't really do it on arms because there's too much bone, and if you hit the bone, it really hurts. But it's really cool. That was more of an add-on treatment because I find that a lot of the clinical studies that they're conducting with the plastic surgeons and with the dermatologists are combining all of these treatments together. So I have a huge package where you actually purchase both Exilus and Vanquish together. And then, of course, post-treatment, we do the Cellutone. So you're in my office for about 2 hours, but it's been phenomenal. Some of the results I've had are amazing. Not all of them, and again, I'm very frank, I'm going to be honest with you, not all of them are, but some people respond differently, right? So my mother, who's a receptionist for a chiropractor, I do her face, and I've had the best, that's my best sales method right there. I just do my mom's face, she goes to work, and people make comments. Wow, you look amazing. Wow. For some reason, she's one of those people who respond very well. So people usually ask, what are you doing? Because you look amazing. And she is over 50. Sorry, Mom. Disclosing your secrets. And she'll just slide them my card and say, my daughter does these treatments. So I've had women up to 76 years old and as young as, I think, 29 doing their face. So it's been phenomenal. I love what I do. I can target fat. So jowls, when your fat starts to drop from the top part of your face down to here, I can help you with that. Again, improvements. If you need a facelift, I will tell you if you need a facelift. But again, you're looking at about $1,000 for your package. It's not that bad. Filler, of course, if you can combine the filler with the lower jaw treatments, you would be more beneficial. The results would be a little bit more drastic. But again, not everybody's open to that. So then we just make some adjustments according to what you want and what you're needing. So at the end of the day, I always say, whatever bugs you the most when you look into the mirror, fix it. Why not enjoy how you look and feel great? So, yeah, so that's about it for today. It's a short episode today because I've got some really good stuff coming. We're going to be talking the laser tattoo removal. I had it done. The pain, well, you guys are going to see because we literally filmed the entire treatment from the beginning to the end. So I went out to Ajax to Unthink Inc. It was an awesome experience. I had no numbing, and I'm a total suck. So the fact that I did this with no numbing, I was really proud of myself. But I'm really excited to show you guys that video because it was truly an experience. Then the aftercare was phenomenal. The drive home, I felt a little pain. And just to warn you, it's in a very intimate area because I was 17, young, and very stupid. So my mentality at the time, because when you're underage, getting a tattoo at 17, and 2, I was literally trying to hide it from my mom and dad. So you guys are going to get to know me really well next week when I show you the video. But aside from that, awesome experience. I've got 2 more that I might consider getting removed as well. So, and those are in pretty like normal areas. So I'm pretty excited about that. But it was a pretty good experience. I'm pretty happy with it. So far, I've got some patches of ink that's gone. So I already see an instant result. And immediately after the treatment, you see it. It goes from the color, which it was black, but it turns into like a blue. And then it's called frosting. It's frosted. So it's not that color anymore. It's really weird. I'm really excited to share. So if you guys have any questions, please, please, please email or call us because I want to answer the questions that you have for me. So if you're curious about a treatment, or if you're curious about anything at all, just give us a call, give us a shout, let us know, because we're going to answer them. We'll do our research and we'll make sure that you get the answers that you're looking for. So that's it. Have a good day. We'll talk soon.